Whoa! Sorry, I haven't followed this at all. I just assumed that this was like a student here on visa or something. Following my previously signed executive orders, ICE proudly apprehended and detained Mahmoud Khalil, a radical foreign pro-Hamas student on the campus of Columbia University. This is the first arrest many to come. We know there are more students like this who have engaged in protest, anti-Semitic, and anti-American activity, and the Trump administration will not tolerate. Many are not students. They are paid agitators, but will find happen, blah, blah, blah. So I assumed that this was like, I guess, a student on visa, which is still, by the way, bad. You should be allowed to protest here. Even if you get arrested, misdemeanor crimes, whatever, shouldn't be cause for having a visa revoked. That's fucking unhinged. This guy just tweeted this statement about a U.S. permanent resident, a green card holder. What the fuck is ICE doing with arresting or apprehending a green card holder? What? Sounds like he should have got the gold card. I'm just kidding. That's insane. They also detain U.S. citizens all the time. When does ICE detain U.S. citizens? I'm not saying they don't. I just don't know. What would be your what would be like if I'm coming through like the border, aren't you normally dealing with the like TSA for airports and stuff? Or yeah, or if you get detained by ICE, I feel like it would be like, oh, I have a green card. It's like, oh, okay, and then they let you go. Immigration agents arrest Palestinian activist who helped lead Columbia University protests. Federal immigration authorities arrested a Palestinian activist Saturday who played a prominent role in Columbia University's protests against Israel. Mahmoud Khalil, a grad student at Columbia until the past December, was inside his university-owned apartment Saturday night when several immigrations and customs enforcement agents entered and took him into custody. Greer said she spoke by phone with one of the ICE agents during the arrest, who said that they were acting on State Department orders to revoke Khalil's student visa. Does he need a student visa if he has a green card? I'm white. Can you explain why the green card makes it significantly more insane? A green card in the United States of America means that you've gotten permanent residency status, which basically means you're everything but a citizen. You don't have your citizenship yet, but as long as you keep like applying to renew your green card, you're a permanent resident. Like that was the thing that Melina had and I guess wasted. That's the thing that makes you. It's like the next step from there would be citizenship, but you can have a green card forever. That's why it's called permanent resident. Informed by the attorney that Khalil was in the United States as a permanent resident with a green card, the agent said they were revoking that instead. Oh. Yeah, we're taking your client's visa. Sorry. My client's not here with visa. My client has a green card. Oh, we'll just take that instead then, I guess. What? In support of President Trump's executive orders prohibiting anti-Semitism. Wait, what executive order are we talking about here? Bro, you should be able to be as anti-Semitic as you want. Excuse me, what? Hello? Is Ela Klein a citizen or a green card holder? I don't know if she did her citizenship test or not. I truly don't know. I don't know if they've ever spoken about it before. Marco Rubio is saying they will revoke green cards to deport. Excuse me? We will be revoking the visas and or green cards of Hamas supporters in America. Oh, that's like one of the most anti-free speech statements that you could ever make. Hello? What? What? Yeah, what's next? Birthright citizenship? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Pisco and Dr. Avi had an interesting chat about this. How could you possibly have an interesting chat about this? What is the interesting, what's the other end of this? How do you steelman this? If you have political opinions that we don't like, we get to revoke your green card? Can somebody please bring back all the people who was arguing with me before that Germany is infringing on freedom of speech? Holy f***. His arrest is the first publicly known deportation effort under Trump's promised crackdown on students who joined protests against the war in Gaza that swept college campuses last spring. What the f***? Please, God, listen to me. If you work in any state or if you're a staffer or anything, if you're anybody anywhere ever, please. There has to be a way to do this. There has to be a way to do this. There has to be a way to do this, okay? I'm so sorry. Hold on. This is important, I think. The first victims of Trump's trade war? Minnesota is struggling to pay their skyrocketing electric bill. Minnesota cannot afford Trump's billionaire-run economy. We have to put a stop to this madness. A long time ago, back when I lived in Omaha, I don't remember who our mayor was, but our mayor, was it Stothert? I think, maybe. Our mayor wanted to add an extra sales tax for, I think it was for restaurants, I think just downtown. And the idea is when people come into Omaha from other states or whatever, and we want to capture more revenue from those people, or for baseball games, or Olympic swim meets or some bullshit. We wanted to capture more revenue from those people coming in. And obviously, the restaurant owners were super pissed. And what the restaurant owners did was on their receipts, they had written where that extra tax was, they called it the mayor's tax. I don't know if that survived or not, if they still have that. This was 2 years ago. Restaurant tax. It was supposed to be temporary, but last year Omaha got $40 million from it. Nobody seems to care anymore. Matter of fact, before seeing this post, I forgot about it. It's not going anywhere. Mayor Jim Suttle started it, and current Mayor Gene Stothard vowed to eliminate it during her campaign. 7 years later, so, oh, well, never mind. Forget what I was going to say then, because I was like, this is a good marketing tactic. I'm just saying, if bills are going up because of tariffs, you should make that clear on the bill. So for instance, if energy would have been like $120, but now you have to pay 25% more due to some tariff, or if you're actually paying a tariff or some kind of tax, that should be clearly demarcated on a customer bill. So you can see, you can call it like the Trump tariff tax or Trump tariff increase or whatever, put that on the bill so that people can see how much their bill is going up by. Destiny, you are collectively dodging like 50 people who replied to your deportation of terrorist supporter tweet an hour ago and quotes, please justify this take as it seems so far from mental stability. What take? My take or the deporting permanent resident citizens? Or permanent residents, not permanent residents, not citizens. Can you just print whatever you want on a receipt? I don't know, maybe. I'm sure there's some regulation. I like the idea, but the problem is that your bill becomes miles long because in fairness, all tax should be included then. And what policy created the tax? Well, for energy bills, they're not usually that long. Depending on like an apartment bill, they might have like water and electricity and trash or some bullshit, but they shouldn't be that long. You should be able to see it pretty clearly. Make it a different color too. Put it in red. Elon called Mark Kelly a traitor? Wait, where? What? Just left Ukraine. Hold on, let me fucking... What I saw proved to me we can't give up on the Ukrainian people. Everyone wants this war to end. But any agreement has to protect Ukraine's security and can't be a giveaway to Putin. Let me tell you about my trip and why it's important we stand with Ukraine. Elon Musk, you are a traitor. Bro, you aren't him. No one cares about your opinion on anything. I don't know why I'm saying that when, as long as Trump likes him, people do. He's a veteran astronaut and elected senator. His brother went to space. Wait, is he the spaceman or is his brother the spaceman? What is the argument that Crimea should be a part of Ukraine? In my opinion, it should be a separate country / international zone. Seems like Russia has no real claim to it. Ukraine's only claim is it happened to be in their borders. I mean, what? Can you prove that that's your hand? Well, sir, it is attached to my body. Okay. Any other arguments, though?